Our world is facing significant challenges related to our basic needs. Issues like water and food shortages, essential for survival, are becoming more pronounced. If we do not make an effort to save these resources now, our future generations will suffer through huge water and food deficits. But while some countries are focused on upgrading their weapons and arsenal collection, Egypt is on the road to implementing its grand plan to tackle the fresh water and food crisis. Over the years, Egypt has encountered some major supply challenges due to rapid population growth, climate change, and outdated resource management. But no need to worry, because Egypt is stepping up with not one but two groundbreaking mega projects that are set to change the game. To give you a little context and background of the situation, one of Egypt's major challenges right now is its growing population. There has been a huge growth in Egypt's population since 1986, reaching a staggering 110 million in 2023, and its population is expected to hit 190 million by 2050. Well, that would need a lot of resources to feed a lot of mouths. The Egyptian government is worried about this because it's really tough to manage a population crisis when there aren't enough resources. So to address this issue, they are encouraging families to have no more than 2 children like China once did. They believe that if families are smaller, it will be easier to make sure everyone has enough to eat, drink, and live a good life. Another challenge the Egyptian government is facing right now is the scarcity of fresh water. Egypt is primarily a desert country. Most of its fresh water comes from the Nile River. However, the Nile's waters are also a source of tension between Egypt and other countries in the region. One of the main reasons there's not enough water is because Egypt's population has grown a lot now, and this is making it hard to have enough water for everyone. Climate change also plays a part in decreased rainfall and increasing evaporation, worsening the situation. On top of that, Egypt's outdated irrigation systems are pretty old-fashioned and not very good at saving water. Most of the water is used for agriculture, and these systems need a serious upgrade. All these factors combined are leading to some serious consequences. There's not enough land to grow crops, so there might not be enough food if Egypt doesn't tackle these problems. When there's not enough supply, the prices also fluctuate, causing inflation in the country. But the good news is that Egypt is not giving up on its economy. Despite facing all of these challenges, the Egyptian government is doing everything it can to find solutions to these problems. Egypt is actively dealing with challenges such as a growing population, water scarcity, and outdated systems. They are committed to building a brighter future for their nation and its people. They've launched 2 massive programs to secure fresh water and food. Let's take a look at these mega projects and see how they're changing the game. The first one is the New Delta project. Egypt intends to construct the world's largest artificial river, measuring 114 kilometers in length, which is considered the largest in the history of Egyptian agricultural projects. This enormous project will cost $5.25 billion, but will be worth every cent. This new river will irrigate 2.2 million acres of farmland, which is equivalent to about 9,240 square kilometers, reducing the country's reliance on food imports. That's like creating a whole new world of farms. This artificial river will include 22 kilometers of pipes beneath the ground surface that will transport groundwater, agricultural, and drainage water after treatment at the Al Hammam station. The benefits don't stop there. This project is a miracle for food security and job creation, providing around 10,000 new opportunities for the natives and immigrants. This river is like the lifeline of the project, expected to generate about 10 million cubic meters of water. With the new delta, Egypt aims to ensure a stable supply of food for its growing population and reduce its reliance on food imports. It's a bold step towards a more self-sufficient future. UNICEF also warns that Egypt might run out of water reserves by 2025, so these mega projects are essential. And guess what? Egypt isn't the only player in town. While Egypt is famous for having the world's longest river, the Nile, Saudi Arabia has plans to construct a river longer than the Nile using anti-corrosion pipes with a diameter of 2.25 meters and totaling 126,000 kilometers in length. That's enough to circle the Earth 3 times. This project is also an effort to secure their own fresh water and food sources. Now, here's a surprising fact. The United Arab Emirates (UAE) is doing a great job with food security and making sure their supply chains work smoothly in the Middle East and Africa. Even though they have some problems like price hikes, high debt, and resource scarcity, they are one of the safest countries in this region to ensure their supply chains don't break down. This shows that the UAE is really good at planning and finding new ways to keep the glory of their country alive. They have set high standards for other countries to follow. Coming back to Egypt, have you ever wondered where all this water for the artificial river is coming from? Well, it's a mix of recycled agricultural drainage and groundwater. This project faced many other complications. Egypt realized that this project needed great technological expertise. For this reason, they reached out to China for help. China is known for taking on the craziest mega projects and solving the toughest world problems. China didn't disappoint Egypt and shook hands on the deal with a successful partnership. Many Chinese companies like Evergreen teamed up for their support. It is worth noting that Egypt's willingness to reach out to China for technological expertise shows the importance of global cooperation in solving major challenges. Investing in Egypt's mega project is also a great opportunity for China to benefit from this investment. By helping Egypt solve its water and food shortage issues, China can create business opportunities for its companies. For example, Chinese corporations can provide technology, engineering, and construction services for these mega projects, which can lead to enormous profits. Also, China can strengthen its economic and political ties with Egypt, potentially opening doors for trade and cooperation in other areas. Moreover, China's investment in Egypt's water crisis can bring economic and strategic advantages for the Chinese government and its companies. Not everyone is as impressed by these mega projects as we are. People are skeptical. Some experts think these mega projects are too expensive and unnecessary. They also have concerns about potential environmental harm. However, despite the criticism, construction of the artificial river is charging ahead and is expected to be completed by 2029. Another such historic project will be the incredible Burkin Gallan project. Egypt is doing something unimaginable. They are building the world's largest fish farm right in the middle of the desert. This is nothing short of a revolution for Egypt's seafood and fish supply. In 2021, they started the first part of this huge fish farm, and it quickly became the Middle East's biggest fish farm. It's not just a farm, it's a place where they grow lots of fish and seafood. This project has given jobs to around 10,000 Egyptians, and it involved over 30,000 people in different jobs related to fish farming. This project has transformed Port Said from a struggling place into a lively hub where more people are moving in. It's like the town got a big boost because of this project. This farm covers around 70% of Egypt's fish farming needs. Every year, they produce more than 6,000 tons of shrimp and a whopping 13,800 tons of fish. That's like having a never-ending supply of delicious seafood. Egypt is becoming a major player in the seafood world, and when this project is fully done, it's going to put them right at the top. They're taking care of different kinds of fish, making sure there is enough for everyone who loves seafood. So, Egypt is not just building a farm, they are changing their future and turning their country into a huge tourist attraction. After the completion of these projects, the intriguing mummies, pyramids, and ancient architecture wouldn't be the only thing people are impressed with. There are some real potential environmental concerns with these ambitious projects. While these mega projects hold great promise, they also come with environmental responsibilities. Egypt must ensure that these projects are designed and managed in an eco-friendly manner, preserving the delicate balance of their ecosystems. These projects have far-reaching implications. Egypt aims to reduce its vulnerability to global market fluctuations by boosting its food security. A stable food supply is important for Egypt, but might impact the global food market. All things said, water conservation is key to Egypt's future. Modern irrigation techniques and water management practices are being explored to efficiently use this precious resource. It's not just about having more water, it's about using it wisely. Egypt is also looking into alternative sources like desalination in the quest for fresh water. By turning seawater into fresh water, they can diversify their water sources and become more resilient in the face of water scarcity. These mega projects are not just about water and food, they are also changing the social fabric of Egypt. Regions that were once struggling economically are now bustling with opportunities thanks to the jobs and industries these projects have brought. These big projects' success show how clever and determined some countries are at tackling tough problems. Egypt's journey towards water and food security is ongoing, and future generations will benefit from these forward-looking initiatives. Egypt's mega projects are a bold step towards securing a brighter future. They can overcome challenges while paving the way to a more sustainable and resilient Egypt. Hopefully, other countries will follow Egypt's footprints in making their land a sanctuary for their citizens. Stay tuned for more incredible stories and like this video. Hit the subscribe button for more mind-blowing content.